Man, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing this morning? You ready? Yeah, you ready? You ready? We back. We back. You ready? We are back. It's Sun Slappers, baby. You already know how we get down. We in season three. Season three in Sun Slappers. Season three with Trust in the Process. Oh my goodness. I'm super excited. I am Gil Garrett. If you haven't been here before, I'm your favorite community engager. I am a 28-year vet of law enforcement, serving right here in Pontiac, Michigan. Also 25 years in public education service, on a board level, administration level, and I started teaching in 1996 at Bethune Elementary School, an after-school computer program. And so what we've done is we've combined those two great things in my life. And I said, you know what, Gil? People can benefit from the things that you've been through, the struggles that you've been through. And how about you just start talking about it? And so that's what happened. And boy, oh boy, it's been a journey. I love every single minute of it. I've learned to trust the process because in the process, I found my purpose. And in my purpose, I found my assignment. And I tell you, things look a little different. Things look a little different when you're doing it and you come from the perspective of, this is what I was born to do. This is what I was born to do. And that's what this channel is about. It's about helping you get to a point where you understand clearly what you're born to do. And then that's when you can really start living life. You're not just born to pay bills, and die. That's not it. That's not it. That is not the play. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have poor and rich. We wouldn't have the different facets of community and people and interests and things that we have. We are here to live a full life. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I get spiritual, not religious, but I get spiritual. Meaning my path and my walk and how I believe God being the center of my life didn't happen out of the Bible. It happened at some crucial times in my life where one would say I challenged God, but I would say I was just leaning more into him. And he showed me who he truly was and why it was important for us to have a daily relationship. And then I was introduced to some scripture, to Bible. There are some religious context to what we're going to be doing here, but for the most part, it's just sharing some stories and sharing some things in hope on this particular Sun Slappers, in this particular channel, that you clearly understand how to get to your purpose. And that purpose getting to your assignment, but you got to start leaning into the process and then enjoying the process. But we're not going to keep you here long. We don't keep you here long. It's not a long form video or anything like that. What we do is we start out with a couple scenes. We start out with a couple phrases. I give you my interpretation of them, and it's my opinion of them. A lot of them are sent in. Some are, people drop a DM and say, Gil, explain this. Give me your perspective on that. And that's what I do. And then we come on in the morning. We set our day. We may do one. We may do two, sometimes three, depending on, how we being led. And then we lead into some announcements that's happening in my community in Pontiac, Michigan, and some of the events that's happening around. And so that's how we end that. And then I'll end you on a positive note, some type of reel or something that I've seen that inspired me to kind of help you, okay, put a little sauce on it, put a little extra on it, right? So we're not on my main page anymore. We're right here in Trust in the Process. So we don't ask for monetary donations. What we do ask for, though, is share it. If it helped you, share it. Pass the news, baby. Pass the news if it helped you. Okay? All right, so we're going to just go ahead and dive straight into it and get you to where you want to be. Look, let me tell you something. Bam! Here it is. This is the first one. Be strong enough to forgive without hearing an apology. What you say, Gil? What you say? And it is live. Listen. Be strong enough to forgive without hearing an apology. You know, a lot of times we be looking for, you know, they hurt me, they owe me an apology. I need to hear them. I need to hear it. No, you don't. Because the truth of the matter is, that last contact that y'all had with each other, you didn't get your lick. You didn't really, and so you had to understand that whatever happened, you had to carry on because you couldn't address it then. But now you got time. And that's a very dangerous thing. And so now you're like, okay, I just need to hear them apologize. No, you want one more contact. You want one more, see if I still got it. You want one more to know if, you know, did they really mean what they said? Hey, you damn right. They meant what they said. They did what they did. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Sure did. They meant it. They knew it was going to hurt you. They knew it was going to put you in a spiral. Now, what they may have not have done or known is how much of an impact that it was going to have on you. Only you know that. You know how deep it cut. You know how it hurt. You know how and then how it's turned you into something or tried to change you from something different. Ooh, buddy, you knew. But now you want an apology. You want to hear them, because the other part of that, you want to show them, hey, you didn't stop me. Nah, you ain't got time for that either. So this morning at the water cooler, smile at them. Say, how you doing this morning? Yeah, that situation, we good. Appreciate it though, because it made you a better person. And if you in the middle of it, it's gonna make you a better person. And if it just happened to you yesterday, take it from a seasoned vet. Be okay. Be strong enough to forgive without hearing an apology. Because maybe they don't know how to. Because the one thing I have learned though, and the one thing I have seen, I ain't never seen the righteous forsaken. I ain't never seen, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was some things that happened to me, and I wanted to, you know, I'm big on a clap back. Huge on it. Oh, I'm gonna get my leg back. Oh, that's just what happens. That's just what it is. But I had to learn that getting my lick back is taking my energy from something else and somewhere else. And then I had to clearly come to the conclusion that when I looked at them, when God allowed me to see them after what they've done, and I look at how painful that they are, how dark that they are, how miserable their life is, the position that they put themselves in, I started to feel sorry for them. Not sorry enough to go back, but I did start praying for them. So you got to be cool with that apology that you're never going to hear. But when God gives you the opportunity, and he will, he'll put them right in front of you. And he says, look at them now. He's actually really asking you, how empathetic are you? Or testing to see if you turned into them. And not that God needs to test you, but you need to grow. And the only way that you grow is that you need to go, when the opportunity for you to do to them what they did to you, that's when you measure your growth, right? That's when you measure your growth. So let me get to this next one, so we can get some announcements out of here. Listen, look, this is the big one right here. Specifically in small communities like the one that I live in Pontiac, Michigan, some people think, and these are the people that you can clearly see in here, people lacking accountability will view everything as an attack. People lacking accountability will view everything as an attack. I'm telling you, man, you won't even be able to get it out fast enough for them to be like, oh, they talking about me. I thought he said forgive, he forgave. Look at him bringing it back up again. Talking about, no. And when you hear people who are on the attack or very offensive when they see certain things, them the ones you need to be like, hit dog, holler. But people lacking accountability view everything as an attack. So there's nothing that you're going to be able to say or be able to bring up, whether you moving past it or have an opportunity to do something different, that they're going to be like, okay, cool, they cool with it. No, they're going to view it as an attack, because why? The intent that they have for you, buddy, they ain't going to be able to take it. They can't take it. They cannot take it. And so let me do a recap real quick, so and get you up out of here, because like I say, we don't keep you here long. We don't. That's just, we ain't doing it. One, let's see here. And this is live, so y'all watching me do this live. Here we go. There it is. Here's the recap, y'all. People lacking accountability view everything as an attack, and be strong enough to forgive without hearing an apology. Okay? And I set that up there for you. So this is the moment where you screenshot it, boom, and you put it in your phone and you save it, and you're like, okay, these are the two for the day. All right? Okay? I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining us today. Let me listen. I got a few announcements, because I like to share with people what's going on around in my community, man. I like to share, some things that people can use. And if you can't use it, screenshot it and share it. Screenshot it and share it if you can't use it. So let's start with. We'll get back to that. Look, this young man right here, boom, councilman at large. Let me get this off the screen so you can see this. Okay, Councilman at Large Adrian Austin is having his town hall meetings scheduled quarterly. So the first one is going to be February 7th, 2026 at the Bowen Center at 6 p.m. Now all of these are going to start at 6 p.m. So Councilman at Large Adrian Austin, his meetings are going to start Saturdays at February 7th. They're going to be on Saturdays, y'all, at 6 p.m. Right? At 6 p.m. The next one is going to be May 2nd. May 2nd. You got, write it down. May 2nd. And the third one, June 6th. Right? June 6th. And it's district-wide, city-wide meetings. That means everybody's invited to hear and come to partake and join in a discussion on issues regarding your various districts. Okay? The next one here is my guy. We've been thugging it out. We've been thugging it out. Ruth Peterson, District 5 Community Meeting, 2026 District Meetings. His next meeting is going to be 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Ruth Peterson Center. Yep, right on Joslyn Road in Pontiac, Michigan. Councilman William Carrington. They are live in District 5. That's an old saying right there. I'm gonna let him have that one. We live in District 5. Community meeting. The next one is February 26th. After that, April 23rd. Then you got June 25th. Then you got August 27th. Then you got October 22nd. Listen, you got them. You got the meetings. You got the meeting times. Make sure that you write them down. What else? If you haven't had an opportunity, because it's warming up, you got to get over it, and you need to golfing. You need to work on your short game and your medium game. Because I'm taking titles this year. I had to take a year off because of a little hand injury, but I'm back. So we got a $99 special. You get you some cigars, and it's a cigar package and golf simulation. Right there at Smokey's Cigar Lounge on Woodward Avenue. Smokey's Cigar Lounge on Woodward Avenue. We got a golf simulator, and some cigars, a $99 special. Come on, man, up to 4 people. Hey, bring your homeboys in there and give them a little taste about what they're going to get when they get on that golf course. See, this is only a sample of what you're going to get when I get you on that golf course. I'm telling you, man, it's the best way to do it. And it's getting your game. So when all this snow melt, there ain't going to be no excuses, because you've been practicing, you had times. So if you're into cigars and you want to go to a place where you can have your buddies and maybe just do something after work, This is the best place to do it at Smokies. So take a screenshot of that. 42919 Woodward Avenue. Right over. It's close right there. Pontiac. That is my home cigar lounge. That's where I have my locker at. That's where I enjoy. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm getting my Tiger Woo on. And somebody gonna be a victim. Somebody is gonna be a victim. And listen, them boys, ooh-wee, Meraki Temple, come out and hang out with them. There's some good brothers. February 22nd, 2026 from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Office Ultra Lounge right at 20143 Livernois in Detroit. Listen, Meraki Temple, hey, man, the illustrious potentate, Brother Lawrence Mitchell, listen, he is a man. That man is phenomenal. Have had the opportunity to watch him, not just, from afar and his community and his heart. He introducing his 2026 Divan as well. Them Shriner boy, listen, the Shriners, we got it, man. We started listen, masonry, come on, man. That's a whole nother thing, and I ain't gonna even tie your time up with it. But come hang out with us. February 22nd, 2026, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., the Office Ultra Lounge, 20143 Livernois, Detroit, Michigan. And as you all know, that's pretty much, nope, this is the last one here. Listen, save this date. Listen, save the date. I'm going in on this one. Save the date. September 25th, 2026. A decade of impact from Accent Pontiac 10 years anniversary. A 10-year anniversary. This nonprofit here has been providing music class, teaching intermediate introduction to music. I'm so excited about it. Intermediate introduction to various instruments, teaching students to play the wood, the strings, the drums, percussion, trumpets, trombones, tubas. Listen, our kids have the arts. They get to be creative. And what they've been able to do, I can say this, I've watched them energize and pour into the Pontiac School District music program. Without Accent Pontiac, we would not have had a music program. Period. We would not have had a music program. And these kids are amazing to go in, to not even have touched the instrument, and then begin to play beautiful melodies after lessons. And so shout out to the people there. And they're having their 10th anniversary fundraiser gala. So I need you to save the date. Show up with me. That's September 25th, 2026. Okay? Listen, it's about time we close this out. Get up out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. I do. I really appreciate y'all, man. And keep trusting the process. Because in the process, you're going to find your purpose. In your purpose, you're going to find your assignment. And what is better to know than why you were born? You're always asking yourself. You go to sleep at night wondering. Find out. And you find out through your process, man. I'm Gil Garrett. I appreciate you. I love you. And there's really absolutely nothing that you can do about it. You have an amazing day. And if it's something that we can do here to change, hey, listen. Drop it in the DM. Drop it in the comments, man. I appreciate you, man. Y'all help grow the community. And then get over the Trust in the Process YouTube page. Like, share, subscribe, man. Help grow as well. We don't ask for money. We just ask for your participation and sharing. I love you, man. And again, ain't nothing you can do about it. Keep trusting the process. Peace. Wait a minute. I can't leave y'all yet. can't leave y'all yet. Oh, come on, man. I promised y'all something else, didn't I? I sure did. Here it is.
So everybody wants to get in the room, but the real question is who's walking you into the door and why? One of the things that I've learned in my own life as it relates to getting ahead is just because I want to meet someone doesn't mean that I want certain people to introduce me. Because one thing you have to keep in mind is people pay attention to who walked you into the room and they associate you with them. So I get it. In order to get to the next level, you got to get into the room and make sure that you got the right person making the introduction.
Now you can get up out of here. I love you, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace.